Okay, so one thing you need to know about Slidify is how do you kind of specify some of the main options. So the way you do it is with this so-called YAML at the beginning of the slide. So YAML is what stands for YAML, yet another markdown yet another markdown language or something like that. Anyway, it's this specific format where you have a bunch of fields or parameters and then a colon and then the values that they take with a pound sign meaning comment. Okay, so here's title will just be the title of your presentation, subtitle will be the subtitle of your presentation, and the slide framework and highlighter will talk about this. The framework will do the formatting for you, so it'll decide what size the title is rendered at, what size the subtitle. Author is you. Write your name. Your job is your job. You can leave these blank. The highlighter talks about some of the effects, and the theme is again a theme. You can play around with those and see what they do. The widgets talks about some MathJax is for mathematical equation rendering. Quiz is for these kind of automated quiz things. Bootstrap is the Twitter Bootstrap style, which is a CSS style that I guess Twitter created. The mode, the mode will depend on where and when you intend to give the presentation. If you would use a different one, for example, self-contained or draft or standalone, depending on whether or not you would have internet access while you're giving the presentation and so on. If Slidify will grab all of the libraries and copy them, or it can read them directly off of the internet at the time of giving the presentation, just like JavaScript. You can either have the JavaScript loaded in the if you have JavaScript saved in some files that the web page is importing, you could either have it saved locally or you could grab it from some other source. Okay, so let's see. So this just repeats what I've already said. The highlighter, oh yeah, and I should have mentioned the highlighter is the code highlighter, and we'll go through some code examples in a minute. There's some other fields you can use. For example, if you have a specific place you want your assets directory to be, if you have a logo and you want it loaded in, and so on. But I think a lot of these are kind of options that you'll kind of learn as you need to learn them. So this is the YAML for the presentation I'm actually giving right now. Well, it's not exactly the presentation because I pretended like I wrote it when in fact Jeff actually wrote these slides for the most part. So what do you do then? Okay, after you've done editing your YAML, so you've got kind of a slide style that you're interested in, and you could go through Ramneth's website or there's tons of Slidify information on the internet to find different themes that you like and so on. This is in the I/O theme, Google I/O theme, which was created by Google for one of their developer conferences, and it's been open source, so a lot of us use it. So the nice thing about Markdown is for example, if you want an ordered list, you just write 1, 2, 3, and then when you slidify this list, it renders it as an HTML ordered list, enumerated list.